Hello. I have my hand like that because it's brilliant when you find things that add up. And yeah, I have to stop now. Listen, I have to make this video today because I found this a long time ago. I think it was a few years back when I was checking this up and that, and I left it there. Like many things. Like I left the shroud and I left this and I left that, and this is one of the other things that I'm coming back. Trying to see about it, and of course, like everything else, like the shroud is false and everything is false, and the garden tomb is false. Even that you're actually seeing it. Noah's Ark as it remains 300 cubic meters long. It's false. Even si está dando hasta el measurement precise y todo en el location con todos los anchor stones. The Mountain of Moses también es false, con el foot of the mountain, el split stone, eso quemado encima, los chariot wheels. Everything is false, ¿verdad? And so is this, no? Listen to this. Ever heard of that? Ever heard of this? See, NASA discovers a lost day in time. Doesn't ring a bell or something? No? Okay. Let's have a look. What is that? The day missing. Huh? Listen to this. Astronauts and scientists said there's a missing day. They checked the computers going back into the time it was written and found it was close but not close enough. The elapsed time that was missing back in Joshua's day was 23 hours and 20 minutes. What's going on here? Oh, okay. Listen to this. Listen to this. Okay. They were having a space program, okay? This man, Mr. Harold Hill, president of the Curtiss Engine Company in Baltimore, Maryland, and a consultant into the space program, okay? Listen to this. Checking the position of the sun, moon, and planets out in space, where they would be 100 years and 1,000 years from now, okay? They ran the computer measurements back and forth over the centuries, and it came to a halt. The computer stopped and put up a red signal, which meant that there was something wrong, either with the information fed into it or with the results as compared to the standards. They called in the service department to check it out, and they said, what's wrong? And they said, well, they found there's a day missing in space in elapsed time. They scratched their heads and tore their hair, there was no answer. In the group of the scientists, one of them, como todos lados, ¿sabe? One of them was a Christian man, and he was saying, hey, I've been to Sunday school and talked about the sun standing still when I went to church, and le estaban diciendo, pero ¿sabe cómo standing still? Y él le dijo, while they didn't believe him, they didn't have an answer either, so they said to him, show us esto que tú estás diciendo, no? So this man went, got the Bible, and there they found, in Joshua, okay, a pretty ridiculous statement for anyone with common sense. Kushaet, okay? Kushaet. Then spake Joshua to the Lord. Then Joshua spoke to the Lord in the day when the Lord delivered up to the Amorites before the children of Israel. And he said in the sight of Israel, sun, stand thou still upon Gibeon, and thou moon in the valley of Ajalon. And the sun stood still, and the moon stayed, until the people had avenged themselves upon the enemies. Is it not this written in the book of Joshua? So the sun stood still in the midst of heaven, and hasted not to go down about a whole day. What? And listen to this. That's the other part where the sun is mentioned again. And this is in 2 Kings, okay? Describes Hezekiah's request that God moved the sun 10 degrees backwards as a confirmation that His promised that Hezekiah would be delivered into heaven. Que le diera un sign, ¿sabe? Con que Hezekiah le dijo a Isaiah, what shall be the sign that the Lord will heal me? And that I shall go up into the house of the Lord the third day. And Isaiah said, the sign that God te va a dar, the sign that the Lord shall give you, and the things that has been spoken, shall the shadow go forward 10 degrees, or go back 10 degrees. And Hezekiah answered, it is a light thing for the shadow to go 10 degrees. Nah, but let the shadow return backward 10 degrees. And Isaiah the prophet cried unto the Lord, and he brought the shadow 10 degrees backward. Okay, so we get the 10 degrees backward from Isaiah, and God promising Joshua about in a whole day, he was gonna, the sun was gonna stand still, okay? So they measured, what could actually be Joshua's whole day thing, but there was something missing because the test they were doing only came up with 23 hours and 20 minutes. Okay? So the astronauts and scientists, there's a day missing, with one another. They checked the computers going back into the time, and it was written and found it was close, but not close enough. That the elapsed time that was missing back in Joshua's day was 23 hours and 20 minutes, not a whole day. Con que se quedaron ellos diciéndolo, no sé, whole day, con que eso no puede ser, esto lo otro. 23 hours and 20 minutes era lo que le daba el program. Okay? So, actually, ¿sabes? They began reading the Second Kings, que te acabo de leer, and listen to this. 10 degrees in Isaiah. What is 10 degrees? Check this out. You can do it by yourself, 10 degrees is 40 minutes. Okay? You can check it out. So, si el program de ellos daba 23 hours and 20 minutes, que diciendo, it's not like the Bible says, a whole day. Yeah, there's 40 minutes missing. If you get the 10 degrees from the book of Isaiah that I just told you, to move the shadow back 10 degrees, that's why you get the 40 minutes missing. You add up that to the 23 hours and 20 minutes, what do you get? The whole day. But of course, even if you check it out, you're going to get people trying to debunk it. It cannot be because the earth is not 6,000 years, it's billions and trillions of years, And of course, everything is false. But the scientist true has to be the true. I've shown you how the minutes of Isaiah encaja para ser the whole day. Wow. And 40 minutes, the number 40 again, Wow. The number 40 is mentioned 146 times in scriptures. Yep, 149, During Moses' life, he lived 40 years in Egypt and 40 years in the desert, Moses was also on Mount Sinai for 40 days, The prophet Ezekiel laid on his right side for 40 days. Jonah powerfully warned ancient Nineveh for 40 days, and God actually spared it. Elijah went 40 days without food or water at Mount Horeb. I showed you the cave of Elijah. You remember? He went in there for 40 days, and he could see the mountain of Moses there. Showed you the cave of Elijah. We all know the 40 days that Jesus was tempted as well. So, wow, number 40 there, yeah. But it's all about the thousands of years ago that they're going to say it cannot be because of the billions of years ago. No, come on. The sixth millennium. The 6th millennium, what God says about how long is the earth, or how old is the earth. Listen, can carbon-14, this is a thing they use for billions and trillions of years ago of the earth, and listen to this, 6,000-year-old earth from the Bible against the billions of years ago. Listen to this. They get it because of the carbon-14 que nosotros soltamos or in the bones, or they get it from the plants or volcanic ash. Vale. Listen, can carbon-14 be used to date dinosaur bones? What does it say? But carbon-14 dating won't work on dinosaur bones. The half-life of carbon-14 is only 5,730 years. Oh, close to the 6,000-year creation. Because de ahí a 6,000 que fue lo primero, ¿sabes? Adam and Eve, there was nobody else on the earth, only two. Y poquito de eso, tú sabes que vino Noah, then the flood came, So get the dates. I showed you the other day from Noah's Ark, the stela, 4,000-year-old stela that says something about the flood there from Sumeria. And add it up, Y una coincidencia de que el carbon-14 la más que te llega hasta 5,730, porque eso es lo que tiene el well, todo lo demás lo pone lo demás. See? So carbon-14 dating is only effective on samples that are less than 50,000 years old, because dinosaur bones, on the other hand, are millions of years old. Some fossils are billions of years old. Pero el carbon 14 ya ahí no te da. Los assumptions que ellos lo quieren meter y... Yep. So, because of this, they no passages of NASA of that because it cannot be because the rest is billions of years ago. And out of nothing, something came, the Big Bang, the Big Bang, something exploded, boom. Look at this, I got a lighter and who lighted? ¿Quién encendió? ¿Quién compró el michero de la tienda y encendió ese cohete para que el Big Bang, boom? Out of nothing, por la cara, un explosion, boom. Tú compras un rocket de la tienda, tú no te vas a quedar mirando el rocket para que salga. Tienes que encenderlo, reaction. La mujer no se va a quedar pregnant a menos que no te llame Mary. Y eso nada más que pasó una vez y era Jesus Christ. ¿Sabes? Necesita el reaction del hombre. So, out of nothing, billions of years ago, it rained into a rock. Y de ahí donde salió el bacteria y de ahí para adelante. Wow. And I thought I was crazy to believe in God created 7 days. It all creation de God. Mira lo ridiculous que mira eso. So, you can actually say that your great-grandfather was a rock. And the rock and the palm tree and the palm tree and the elephant and the monkey and then the human. Wow. But the asteroid destroyed all of the world and extinct all the animals and everything. Porque nothing could grow. The earth was covered for 1,000 years, pero all of a sudden cuando se quitó el blanket ese over 1,000 years, ¿dónde creció otra vez el mundo? ¿Dónde otra? Where? The Big Bang already happened y eso, ¿no? Where? Que sobrevivió un cockroach que sobrevivía al núcleo y de ahí ya vino todo lo que vemos. Because of that, this thing kind of always gets like under the carpet y escondido. So, listen, I'm not a scientist. They have great minds, so they know how to work. Who am I compared to one of those scientists? Claro, hey, I'm just showing a few things. I'm not saying that I'm right, but look at this. You know where it's coming from, okay? See you in the next video. I'll probably make tomorrow, okay? I have more stuff to show. Yeah.